Alright, welcome back everybody. Big Turn 50. Lots of stuff going on. This is definitely going to be a long one. So, I guess, buckle in, have a seat, let's go. So, I cast Animal Horde, and this was fun. What Animal Horde does is it gives you 100 nature summons according to whichever province you're in, and I'm in a forest. And that turned out to be some more deer, some wolves, or that's a spider, that's a wolf. We got some boars, a bunch of mooses, then there's some bears, and I mean, bears are nothing special in Dominions, but 40 HP and 3.6 siege strength, that boosted this whole army's siege strength up to 584. So I think that if you're looking for siege chaff, look no further than Animal Horde. Added some more snakes on top of that. Summoned Mound Fiend. So previously I had forged this Crown of Despair, which is a artifact that gives you extra reanimation and free death gems. So now that I have this Mound Fiend, I've got a guy who can actually use that, so that's exciting. What else we got? Hadato and Letia. I think this is just raiding. Oh yeah. So that's a thing. When you look around this, it might look a little different than what I had queued up at the end of the previous turn. What happened was that I sent a message to Aryu being like, look man, I'm ending our nap, and he said basically, fuck it man, don't worry about it. He is not long for this world. And I haven't actually cast Akashic Record on him, but I mean, we can see what's happening here. Satis is here, Aryu is being besieged here, Satis. So Aryu really only has 3-ish provinces. Plus this one. So then, basically he gave me the green light to just go and claim whatever I felt like claiming, and I did just that. So I picked up Letia, I picked up the Broken Land, picked up the Old Land. This one had a bard in it, as well as some glamour guys, but, I mean, we can go ahead and watch this battle, and this will give me a chance to get my settings up. Wonder if this horse will just take him out by himself. I didn't realize that the horse had protection 29. I guess it's because he's made out of tin, so he basically has iron skin just straight up. He's very vulnerable to lightning, but yeah, I want to see if the horse can just take out these guys. Then Tammy comes in and starts working on finishing the job. These guys have lucky, so that's why Tammy's having a hard time killing them, but I used hard time in air quotes because Tammy's still way tougher than them. Alright. And then big battle in Abyssia. So this was Asphodel sending in their forces against Abyssio's fortress. This is a field battle. So Abyssia must have been patrolling, so that they met them in the field. On Asphodel's side, we've got some of these. I don't even know how you get these guys, but they are sacreds, so they'll take the bless of undead regen. They've got 3 normal attacks and a vine bow. I haven't played Asphodel ever, not even single player, so I don't know exactly how their free spawn works. A bunch of mannequins, because that's to be expected. They've got some bears and some mooses and stuff like that. I'm guessing that they did the same horde thing that I just did. And then this Panic Apostate. He's got the 4 temporary death gems so that there can be some rigor mortis on the way. Meanwhile, on Abyssia's side, this is basically the rest of the Abyssian army, more or less. Some humans, some lava warriors, we'll check the exact numbers later. Are they already blessed? They're not already blessed, so Abyssio's god is not present here. Some imps, some dragons, some elementals, and what we got here? This guy's got reinvigoration. This guy has a ring. He probably just looted that off of one of us. Like, Abyssio can make these rings, but it's not a very valuable item for him to have, because he's not going to be doing thug-like stuff. And then this demon bread. It's more... It looks like the infantry and lava warriors are kind of mixed in there. Alright, so Skullbreaker casts Divine Blessing. Who's that? Blessing, flaming missiles. Or is that happening over here? Which guy is Skullbreaker? Okay, so that is Asphodel's guy. I wish that from that screen there was a way to basically jump to that person. So they've actually got two of these guys here, which is kind of amusing because you can't do two rigor mortises. Okay, so this is... I don't think that this is a regular recruit, so I don't know if this is like a hero or something. But, or someone that they can summon. Anyway, crucially, we've got darkness in play, which the Abyssians, well, these guys, they often have dark vision, so it's not fully effective against them, but it's still a buff for Asphodel. Rigor Mortis is in play, so everybody's going to start going to sleep, except for like elementals and stuff. And these guys are still getting blessed, so I guess I don't know how though, and I want to find out. Okay, yeah, so this is Mathmate Dragon. He can bless him. I just missed him when we were going through him earlier. Alright, let's zoom out a bit. This would certainly be a spooky place to be. Fiery demon people on one side, and undead trees on the other. And a lot of them. Oh, and it's pitch black. Alright, so those fires are coming from imps throwing flames, which Asphodel is very much vulnerable to. They don't have any type of fire resistance. Alright, let's look at some fatigue numbers. So this guy is still 4, 52, 45, 15. The imps don't really care about these, so that's interesting. Well, or maybe they just haven't gotten hit. Flaming Growth, I think that gives regen. Not positive. Falling Fire, so Abyssio is dropping flames on these guys, as well as doing their bonus spell. Who are these guys? Flame Spirits. I don't actually know where they came from, though. There's a way to summon Flame Spirits. There's a ritual to summon them, which gives you a Fire 3 commander, and I like that quite a bit. There's also a item that just makes Flame Spirits, but then that's less exciting, because Flame Strike is solid attack, but low HP, and Ethereal is not what it could be. You know? And so you see, as expected, the Abyssian warriors are much tougher than the Asphodel warriors. It's really a question of how long can Asphodel's troops, their undead, hold the line while waiting for rigor mortis to take effect. So let's look. This guy is asleep very much. He's asleep. Yeah, all these guys are taking naps. The imps are not really perturbed. Some of them are asleep. The Asphodel guys that can run away, their sacreds are doing so. And so herein lies the problem. All of Abyssio's dudes are asleep, but there's no one on the Asphodel side to smack them around and take advantage of that. What would probably have made a big difference is if Asphodel could have just had some like water elementals to trample all these guys or something like that. But as it stands, Asphodel just has to kind of watch as the elementals that can't fall asleep burn everything that remains. So we can speed this up now. And that is that. So this was obviously a rout in favor of Abyssia. Asphodel lost a ton of free spawn. Only 2 of their sacreds. Both of their panic apostates, which is a really big investment. And their moose. And Abyssia lost 5 sacreds, as well as some random dudes that they don't care about. So, a tough blow for Asphodel. And that wouldn't really concern me very much, except for the fact that I really need Asphodel to grab this throne. I don't want Tianchi to get it. Or like Pelagia can get it for all I care. It's not ideal, but it's better than Tianchi getting it, because if we look at the throne count, Pelagia has 5 points, Tianchi has 9. So, yeah. Let's continue with the messages. So, battle in the first forest, Eryu sent in a bard against me. But I think I still have the tanning of the area. Or maybe I didn't. This is just PD. What is this guy? Yeah, this is just a random PD leader. And there's this bard who's... I've already looked at this battle and seen this outcome, but it's incredible that my one PD was able to defend that province. Wow. I'll take it. Battle in Bara. So we can go ahead and see what happened there. Eryu attacked Abyssia. This is one of their remaining 2 Oathas, as well as some bards. I don't know why Eryu made so many. I guess these are probably good researchers. Because these guys, I mean, you can research with them, you can send them around to do alpha shit. So a couple of mages, and then on the Abyssia side, they've got a demon bread and a bunch of devils. Right. Fog warriors. So now the Eryu guys are mistformed, but that doesn't matter because these cause magic damage. So the spine devils are just ripping through all these guys. They're casting webs, but webs don't matter. They might have had some effect if they had cast lightning evocations, but with that script, they were just rolled over. Which is another setback for Eryu. They kept their 2 Oatha, but they lost 3 more bards, and that's a loss as well. Which again, doesn't matter because Eryu is basically resigned, but... Alright. Here in Wise Spring Grove, just pick that up with some more rating. Battles in Krathus. So here, both Satis and I moved in. You can tell that Satis won the first battle. Let's see what Satis has. Looks like a bunch of random undead and a spectral high priest. So this guy, he can make at least 5 sets of Horde of Skeletons, if nothing else. He casts a Soul Vortex. and then Ariud has a bunch of guys that immediately routed. So let's look at the interesting battle. My raiding force comes in, and I do have this Nethgul, who, this is an artifact that just casts random spells. So I don't know what spell he cast that time, because as you can see, he just blinked over here, which I assume was the doing of the Nethgul. Alright, so he's just going to cast his buff cycle from up here, I guess. And by he I mean she, because this is Tammy, Ron's ex-wife. They're spamming some... Oh, Nethgul is casting an astral spell, so Nethgul cast Enslave Mind. Nethgul is throwing down Soul Slays, just all sorts of nasty shit. What's this guy? A Shadow from Karathas. I don't even know where that came from. I guess that must be the release shoot thing. He's still working on his buff cycle, so now he's big. 30 HP, which gets some extra regen. Usual resists. High fatigue, but he's wearing the boots of Relax. There comes the skeletons. I'm really glad that the one that we bounced into happened to be the one with the Nethgul, because extra spell each turn. We can speed this up because it's going to take him a while to claw through all these skeletons. An extra spell each turn can make a big difference for sure. Especially since, like, eventually Nethgul is going to try to paralyze someone that actually matters. Yeah. These guys have cold resistance, so the Frost Brand doesn't work very effectively on them. But obviously they can't hurt him either. So let's put this in turbo, because this is going to be a long one. Oh! And then Nethgul cast Blink, and blinked him over here. That's hilarious. The skeleton still found him, but it was hilarious. He blinks again. Now he's over here. And again. This guy's at 115 fatigue. Oh, that's the other thing. So, all of these spells that Nethgul is doing, he basically has to target the Spectral Priest because everything else is mindless undead. So he's horror marked him, and he's trying to enslave him and stuff like that. Let's see, like... yeah, so he resisted a Soul Slay, he resisted Mind Burn, he just resisted everything. And every time he wakes up, he casts harder skeletons and then goes back to sleep for a while longer. Meanwhile, Tammy is actually regaining fatigue because she's got the boots. She continues to kill one undead at a time. So you can place your bets on, and there we go. Soul Slay goes through, and now all of these guys dissolve. Man, it was really fortunate for me that the one that I had in that battle happened to be the one with the Nethgul. So, sorry, Sutis. Sorry, not sorry. Battle in Bonelands, so this was me scouting out this Throne Province. So I'm going to retreat, but we can see there's lots of fiery stuff. So Scorpions, Will-O-Wisp, Fire Snakes. So these guys have fire resistance as well as poison resistance. And the Venomous Fang. They hit you, it does some poison damage. They've got a Solar Serpent with a random ring of attack and defense. he's got a lot of HP. And then a Flame Spirit. He's got some more goodies. I was talking about Flame Spirits earlier. Fire 3 and a bunch of gems, so we can do good stuff. So, Foul Vapors will not be effective against most of these guys because they have Poison Resist. So they have Poison Resist, etc. Ice might be, but basically I'm going to bring an army at some point and clean that up. I guess it might work for me to just bring in a few Tammies and have them deal with the situation. None of those guys are particularly strong against the Tammy. Oh, I'll make that call later. Salus Bonelands, Man from the Heavens, Nature Gems, Heavens, and Fire Gems. It's worth noting that I did end up forging this Fever Fetish. It gives you disease, but also gives you 2 Fire Gems a turn, so that's pretty nice. I'm going to be valuing Fire Gems pretty highly, and my next goal is, and let me actually change my research to reflect this, I want to cast Eternal Pyre. With the impending doom of Eru, there's going to be 2 slots freed up, because Samhain is going to go away and Whispering Winds is going to go away, and I want to take one of those. I think I need to take one of those if I want to be competitive. So I'm going to be saving my Fire Gems, and I'm going to alchemize a bunch and cast Eternal Pyre. As a gem generator, it pays for itself pretty quickly, but additionally, I can use it for lots of conjuration goodies. So, this Coyote guy wants fire, this Yaya Ponsa wants fire, and I'll be getting Alteration 7 for Become Dragon, which also wants fire. And amazing stuff like Marble Warriors, Fog Warriors, etc. What else? Messages, yeah. So we're still going through that. Major event that will occur in 3 months. There's a comet heading for us. So, yeah. That's happening. Caught a scout, lost a scout, caught a scout, lost a scout, and some patrolling. These guys... So I do need to bring... what's it called with me? Thing that gives me supplies and stuff. I should probably forge some bags of wine. Yeah, you can forge a bag of wine, actually. But let's go ahead and give April her cornucopia back. I need to rename some of these guys. So... Oh, I misspelled it. And who else? Alright. Oh, and this guy needs one too. Yeah. Let's see. Alright. Oh, I need another one. This guy's got a communion matrix, so he can do good stuff there too. This guy is going to catch up and be a communion master, but I need the air gems. Alright, send the scout. I want more scouts out here, but Satis is who I need to be scouting the most, because at some point, and this just entirely depends on when when Pelagia attacks them and the nature of that conflict, but at some point Sitis is going to come for me. At this point, I've got quite a bit of land, actually. I haven't done a province count to compare myself to Sitis, but I've got quite a bit of land that's relatively poorly defended and spread out. And I don't expect my buddy Asphodel to attack me right now. I'm going to have to monitor that situation. But Sitis has everything to gain from attacking me once Aryu's out of the way. So we're going to see how that resolves itself. I'm going to need to forage more items to deal with that. So this is the Scepter of Cleansing Flame. Any of my what's it called? Sun Priests can forge these, and they're basically perfect for fighting Sitis, because Sitis is going to spam out crap ton of skeletons, and these do fire shield damage to those skeletons as they're taking swings at them, and then nukes the square with a small holy fire. So yet another reason why I need more fire gems. Alright, so let's look at movement. Tammy and this guy. I guess I'll just bring some of the Tammys in. I thought about attacking this province right here, but then I'm like, well, Abyssia's probably going to attack it. I don't need to march into an Abyssian stack just yet. You can go there. You're going to join in the siege of Letia, but I don't need to play my hand. And we'll just monitor that one. So it looks like Tianchi has completed their slaughter of... Oh no, these are still Naba, I guess, because otherwise they wouldn't show as independent? Question mark? I mean, Naba is not in a good way, regardless. I don't know exactly how bad a way they're in, but it's not good. Pull the Tammys out for a second. Can always bring them back. I'm very glad that they're geared with the Root of the Messenger, because they can get pretty much wherever I need them to be. Alright, send you there. I don't need 2 scouts there, so let's just keep heading south and see what Sitis is bringing in. Keep searching. I'll keep some guys here as just an early warning system for if Asphodel decides to do something shifty. My hope is that, like, if I want to have a shot at winning this game, I need Asphodel to go over here, grab this throne, and ideally grab this throne as well. This setback in Abyssia makes that a lot harder. And I'm gonna talk to Asphodel and see what's going on there. I've got a bunch of death gems that I don't really need, and I've got a bunch of death income that I don't really need, so there might be opportunity for negotiation there. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything. Well, I haven't actually site searched this place. This place looks like it was site searched for me. It's got some goodies. So I do have good gem income. I've got decent money income. I'm gonna kind of ride on that. The Animating Warriors, is that the best thing for me to do? Yeah, let's just make some skeletons. Oh no, let's reanimate the warriors. reanimating the warriors means I get the bonus from the hat, which I don't know if I also get from the skeletons, but it means I have more of these to negotiate with Asphodel. So yeah, that's going to be the big story. I need to talk to Asphodel. I need to kit out my researchers to squeeze a few extra research points out of them, and I need to figure out what is happening with Satis. And that will all be very exciting. We'll continue the good fight. See you on turn 51.